Bad leadership and corruption are often blamed for Africa's troubles, but a recent study by Harvard University named several African countries as well governed, among them the island nation of Seychelles. I recently sat down for an interview with Sir James Mancham, former president of Seychelles, who was overthrown by his deputy while on a trip to London. First, his reaction to the coup.
Especially being overthrown by the man who was my prime minister. Being overthrown by the man who had seen me off at the airport and kissed me goodbye. I was, of course, very shocked to know, but it was an act of Judas Iscariot action.
You did actually come back home, as you mentioned. How far did your political ambitions go? Share with us your desire to participate in national development.
My main preoccupation is to see a change. I do not mind who rules the Seychelles tomorrow, provided it is ruled in a free, democratic way, with accountability and with the interests of Seychelles first. I have founded a foundation in Seychelles, and I'd like to be more active to give effect to its objective, which is that the interests of Seychelles should become before the interests of the party, and certainly before the interest of the individual.
How do you see the socioeconomic dynamics within the country? Where is it?
Because we've got tourism, high-class tourism, 5-star plus hotel resorts, and we've got tuna fishing. We caught about an average of 250,000 tons of tuna, worth about $1 billion, yet we are only getting about $18 million through license fees. Most of these companies are French, Spanish, and Korean. And the Seychelles Canning Corporation, which held 60% of the shares, was until recently owned by Lehman Brothers, the very company which created all this disaster. So you can see also how we have been impacted in that area. And of course, small nation now also try to take advantage of their sovereignty and go along the road of offshore banking, etc., which even now has become more and more in the focus.
The island itself appears small to many people in the world. They may not even realize where it is located, but it has for years been a very important island for the West and the East as well. Just share with us why that.
Small islands like the Seychelles, in strategically located corner of the ocean, all have the potential of being regarded as an unsinkable aircraft carrier. Now we are 110 islands, and we span a very wide surface to what has become an area of big power rivalry today. And not far, we have got the creation by the Americans some years back of the Diego Garcia, on the Chagos archipelago. And it is from Chagos that the B-52 bombers depart to go and knock at Afghanistan. Very few people in the United States knows about this, because the Americans and the British, in their silent conspiracy, decided to take the people of the Chagos and send them to Mauritius. So there are nobody there to protest. But this is the largest naval arsenal in the U.S. if you are military complex.
You've got to be a global citizen forever.
Well, when you belong to the middle of an ocean and you are outward looking, I think the global citizenship is something which you aspire to. And I believe a lot of us today are not citizens either of Kenya or this, that we are starting to think globally. And that's where, for example, I believe that your President Barack Obama has an opportunity to make an international impact and go down in history as one of the world's greatest statesmen. But in order to achieve this, he would have to put the interests of the globe, of the world first, United States second, and his party third.